Good morning, everyone, and we are very patriotic here at Main Street TV.
Yeah, big weekend.
A little bit. Is there something going on?
I heard there was stuff.
Huh. Yeah, I think there is something going on. We're going to find out what that is, aren't we?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I saw Pete Wilson in the hallway, and his people called my people because we matched today. So you can wait for that too.
We know you're important when you have people.
Yeah. His people called my people. Actually, we don't really have people. It was just a coincidence. But we like to say that his people called my people. It makes us sound really super official.
I'd go with it.
Yeah.
It works.
Absolutely. Well, our good friend Aaron Dupree is here today, and we are going to be talking about all of the stuff and things going on in Wellston this weekend, because you guys do, which so glad that you do things a little bit differently, because it gives everybody the opportunity to do this, that, and the other thing this weekend. So we are, your festivities are on Saturday.
Saturday, yep.
Which is super cool. So we appreciate you stopping by, and we are going to find out all about that. But Adrian's telling me I have to play a message, and then we'll be back and find out about all of the 4th of July festivities going on in Wellston this weekend.
Sounds great.
All right.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with Aaron Dupree, and you are with the Ohio, what are we called now?
The Ohio Hill Country.
Okay, because I know we've been all over the place with this.
We jumped back and forth
situation.
once or twice and decided to go back to our roots a couple years ago, and so we are the HillCo, which a lot of people don't realize stands for Ohio Hill Country.
Yes, absolutely. And so you are on the committee.
I am.
And so there's been over the past several years, there's been several groups doing downtown Wellston things, like the Keep Wellston Beautiful and all of that. And everybody kind of worked together, which was super cool to get that many groups working with the same mindset. But I think now the OHillCo Society or committee's kind of taken back over the 4th of July, right?
Yeah. We're lucky to have some great groups in town that do
a ton
of events and stuff, and try to constantly have things going on and try to make improvements. And we do the festival, of course, in September, and then the group that used to do the 4th of July had some changes, and so they talked to us about if we'd be interested in managing the 4th of July event.
Because you have nothing else to do.
Nothing else. Yeah. So we do 4 or 5 different events throughout the year now, between Halloween, 4th of July, the Christmas event with the trees, and the Christmas Day in the Park, and then the festival. So
you guys, and I'm just going to tell you, there in Wellston, somebody knows how to plan these events, because when you guys do events, you literally knock them out of the park. They are huge. That Halloween thing blows my mind.
The Halloween thing's been great. We actually do it. We work with the Lions Club in Wellston, and they sort of manage the costume contest, parade, and then we do the trunk or treat side of it. And it's just gotten bigger each year that we've done it. The amount of kids and the amount of people that come out, it's been great.
Have you heard of this whole? I'll ask Liv and Adrian too. Have you heard of this whole Summerween movement?
No.
Yeah, you haven't. Liv has.
It's on TikTok.
Oh, is it on TikTok? Okay. Well, this whole Summerween movement is evidently in June, because people love Halloween so much that they want to celebrate it twice a year. So in June, there's this thing where now stores and stuff are even selling Halloween stuff, but it looks like summer. It's weird. But people are putting out all their Halloween stuff early so that people can celebrate Halloween twice.
So it's kind of like the Christmas in July thing?
Yes. But now it's Halloween in June.
Yeah, as long as I don't get twice as old each year, because my birthday's on Halloween. So as long as I don't have
What a fun birthday.
Yeah. Well, for the most part, yeah. It's like one big party.
Yeah.
Everybody giving you gifts.
Tricks and treats.
Yes. Depending on the year. I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah.
That is hilarious. But anyway, so maybe you guys can have a summer ween party also. You know, because you don't have anything,
we don't
else,
have anything else to do.
Yeah.
No, maybe we'll have to look at that. So squeeze it in.
A summer ween party. I love it. All right, so let's talk about, aside from the festival, the OHillCo Festival or the Ohio Hill Country Festival and Halloween and that Christmas, the Christmas thing is unbelievably nice too. You have taken over the 4th of July festivities in Wellston, and you guys make a whole day of it. It's not just everybody get together and watch some fireworks.
Yeah, Main Street kind of started that. They started doing the Celebration of Our Nation is what they decided to call it.
Which is a great name.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. And when we took over, we were like, that's the name of it. That's,
of course
what
it
else
is.
are we going to call it? So, so we stuck with it because it's so fitting and it works so well. And then we just tried to add a few things as we keep moving along with it. So they were doing some music and some food and stuff in the park, and we've added inflatables to it now. We've added games for the kids, and we're trying to make it as reasonable or as free as possible. So we have several different. We're going to have an independent dance party. All right.
Great name, also. Who came up with that?
I mean, some really smart guy. I don't know who it was. It was me. No.
Very good.
I thought it was a good one. I liked it. That's my one contribution. So it's a positive. Yep, that's it. That's all I did. But so we're doing that, and so we have a DJ, and we'll have some glow sticks and stuff like that for the kids, and then we have inflatables. The inflatables are no cost for the event. We are
Love
doing
that.
Actually, we're talking about adding holidays throughout the year. We're doing Christmas in July giveaway for bikes, is what we decided to call it. So kids in different age groups can put in and have a chance to win a bike at the end of the night. And the guys at the fire department with the toy drive, they sponsored that. So it's a way for them to kind of do a little bit of a toy drive event in the summertime.
How do you sign up for that?
There will be a table right up by the main stage, and it'll have the tickets and a person there to help them figure out which bucket to put it in, because we'll have different age groups. So
yeah, different sizes bikes for appropriate ages. Yes,
absolutely. We don't want like a 3-year-old on a 20-inch bike. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it could be interesting,
entertaining maybe, but yeah. So we've just tried to add as much as we can to have things for people to do throughout the day and try to make it so they don't have to spend a bunch of money to come out to do it. So,
and that's, listen, times are tough, man, and they still are, and they probably always will be. And the fact that a lot of our municipalities have worked so hard in groups to try to put these festivals and things together, but in the back of their mind, making sure that it's affordable for everyone too.
Absolutely.
Is that's just amazing.
Well, and we're extremely lucky considering we're really in what's considered an impoverished area.
Sure.
The support that all of the groups get in this area from the local businesses and people in the community is great. And that's what allows us to do this too. Everything we do is through sponsorships for this event. So
sure. And I think it's because it's appreciated. Yeah. I think people see the enjoyment and the need for fun things to do in our own area. Everybody can't get in the car and go to Red, White, and Boom in Columbus, nor do you want to.
Yeah, go see it once. That's it.
I hear you. Yeah. Yes, I've seen it twice, and nor do I ever, and I don't want to see it again. I mean, it's beautiful, but the people display. The people, there's just so many people. It's crazy.
People camping out like the day before so they can get their spot.
It's wild.
Too much. Too much.
Absolutely. So what do? We appreciate all of our local folks working so hard to put on these firework displays and the little fairs and festivals that we have surrounding it. So let's kind of go over, and you all do things a little bit different, which is great because it gives people the opportunity to see maybe one place and then go to another, because you guys do yours on Saturday. It's not necessarily on the 4th.
Yes.
Or the 3rd, or it's the Saturday, right?
Yeah. So we could end up overlapping at some point, of course, but we decided to do the Saturday. It makes it a lot easier for people to do more of a day of events.
Right.
Versus if you do like a Thursday or Friday, people don't get off work and it slows things down. So we decided they had done it Saturday, Sunday, they'd done it on the 4th a couple times, and we just figured it's a lot easier just to pick a day, stick with the Saturday.
I think it's
and
great.
Most of the time, it's going to avoid everybody else too, which gives people a chance, like you said, to go wherever. So I think in the county this year, especially, we've got everybody's on a different day again. So.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you can go wherever you want, like every night. You could go somewhere, do something different. So Saturday kicks off. Well, we mentioned the bikes, but y'all start early and it goes all day long. So you want to kind of talk about some of the different events and things that are happening.
Yeah, we're starting at 4:00 this year. We started at 3 last year, and just kind of found that it's just real slow. People getting out of their house, and people have things to do on Saturday other than
they do, like mowing. Especially when there's 10 inches of water laying in our grass.
It might be the only dry day, so we'll give people a chance to do some stuff around the house.
Some yard work.
Yeah. So 4:00 is the opening, and we just do a small opening ceremony to welcome everybody, and then we decided last year to start doing a hometown hero. So we work with the Legion Post and the VFW Post in Wellston, and they select a person that they feel is a hometown hero, somebody who serves the community, serves the veterans, and who has served the country. And so they get us select a person, and that's who we go with. And because we thought, what a better group to make that choice.
And, after all, 4th of July is not about... It is, but fireworks and hot dogs and hamburgers and all that stuff, there's a reason that we celebrate the 4th of July.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's one of those things that obviously it goes back to the start of the country, but to maintain the country, those guys have, or the individuals, men and women, have put their time in and their lives in. And they deserve to be recognized. So we thought that was a nice thing to try to add, and what a better day and event to do it at. So we started working with them, and they keep getting us great people. So,
all right. So, are we going to announce that yet?
We can. Yes.
Wait, has it been announced anywhere?
It has not. Not officially.
Wait, do we have a drum roll or something?
The IT guy.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep. Adrian's doing it too. Okay, we're all doing it. All right. So, hometown hero has been selected. We're going to announce it here first.
The hometown hero for this year, 2025, is Sergeant John Walters.
Okay.
He served in the USMC, the Marine Corps, in Vietnam. We'll have a more in-depth bio, of course, when we do the full announcements. But the committee selected him. They feel that he's done so much, both through his service time as well as what he's done for the community and the veterans community especially, that he was a great choice. So he is our hometown hero.
Does he know yet?
He should.
He does now.
If not, maybe he's watching and he just found out. Surprises are always nice.
Congratulations.
Yes. But so the committee came back to us with that name, and we're excited to get a chance to honor somebody who deserves it. So
absolutely. And what is their job now that they're selected the
just
hometown hero?
Just to enjoy it, and take some recognition for once. Those guys are the guys who never want it.
They do absolutely do not.
When we give it to the committee every year, they're like, well, we got a couple people in mind, but I don't know that they'll want it, because it's just those aren't the personalities.
It's by nature,
of those people. So
because they're selfless.
Yeah. So to get a chance to recognize somebody who doesn't want it, feels like they don't deserve it, even though they more than do.
Sure.
It's nice, and so we're excited to get to do that.
Love that. Absolutely. Well, congratulations, and well deserved.
Yes.
So, all right. So we've made that announcement. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay. So
you
let's
heard
kind
it here
of
first.
Yeah. With a drum roll and everything.
It was a really good drum roll.
Thanks.
Impressive.
We practice that occasionally.
I thought so.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, we're really good at it. All right, so tell us what's kind of kicking off. You have a little opening ceremony.
We have just a little opening ceremony, and we make sure to get the recognition out there for our hometown hero.
And where is all of this?
This is all right at the flagpole. So we have our stage
in Pride Park,
right in the middle of Pride Park, right beside the depot. And then shortly after that, the inflatables will open up for the day. So we added inflatables this year, so we have even more to do. I think we're somewhere around 8 or 9 inflatables for the day for the kids.
Are you going to get in them?
If I have time. That's part of the problem with when you run an event. You don't get to enjoy it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You mean it doesn't just magically happen?
I wish it did. Yes. I'm sure there's services that will make it magically happen for you, but that takes away from the money you can spend.
Yes, exactly.
So no, it takes some work and some time, and so hopefully, if not my kids, I'm sure will spend their time on them.
We'll have some time. Yes.
Yeah, and enjoy it for me. But so those will go on. They're going to kick off at 4:00, and they'll be running throughout the entire event. And then shortly thereafter that, about 4:30, we're going to have what we call the Patriot Games, which is a kids Olympics. So we have all kinds of little games for the kids to do. They'll break up into teams, and they'll have to run around and do a scavenger hunt and all kinds of crazy little games to try to win the Patriot Games. Love that.
And then, and again, all this is like free. You just
show
up
absolutely.
and sign up.
Free. Show up and sign up.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and it's all done, and we try to keep it all in the kind of the area right there by where the stage will be in front of the flagpole, and so there'll be a sign-up table, and hopefully all the kids will come out and have a good time. Usually they love it. We actually do a similar one during the festival. They called it the Hillbilly Olympics forever, and then the Coal Miner Olympics, of course, when it was the coal. And adults get into it just as much. But for the 4th of July event, we decided to kind of focus on the kids and let them have a chance to really just run around and act crazy for a few minutes.
No, and that's good. And keep it within the park so they're of course safe.
Absolutely.
Not running around on the streets and all that. So
yeah, it's always fun when you can like freeze T-shirts and make them have to chip it out of the ice and then put it on, and just goofy games like that. It's just so fun to watch, and the kids always enjoy it. So
that's awesome. Love that.
We like it. So we got that going on, and then we do a dessert contest. So anybody who wants to bring in a dessert, get it judged, and get it out there, and let people see how great their dessert making skills are.
So who gets to judge? Do you get to judge? I mean, that seems like a good perk.
We have some select highly skilled individuals that come in, mainly us. We decide, but it's one of the small perks.
Yes, I get to eat desserts.
Yeah, it's just providing a snack for the day. That's what it really is. No, but so we do it, and it's always nice to give people a chance, because people who are bakers like people to get to try their stuff. They want people to know how good of bakers they are.
You know, and you're exactly right about that. Like, I feel like, you don't bake or cook for yourself. The whole point is to do that for other people, so that they enjoy, what they've done. So, of course, and then to have people enjoy it, but then to win something on top of it,
absolutely,
that's really cool. Are there any rules to that?
Not really. We don't get too crazy with it, because people do all kinds of desserts that are really, really in depth and hard to make, and then other people have great desserts that are throw 3 things in a bowl and stir it together. So
I know.
So the only thing we really go by
is
Pinterest
and TikTok.
If there's anything positive to come from TikTok, I think it's probably the easy recipes.
The food, yes. No, you are right about that.
Yeah, but the only thing we really go off of is what we refer to as kind of homemade versus semi-homemade. So homemade would be like every single ingredient they do separate, and semi-homemade would be like they use a box cake mix, but add a bunch of other stuff to it. So, that's the only thing we really go off of, because everybody bakes different, and everybody has different skill levels, and most of it still ends up tasting really, really good.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we've had some cooking segments here where like Tanya has come in, and we've made some like different cookies and stuff like that. She watches TikTok too, but Tanya loves to cook. But like you can take like cake mix and 2 other ingredients and make these amazing cookies and stuff out of it. And I'm like, what?
Cake mix cookies are great, yeah.
So, it's been fun to do that.
And there's so many people baking now, too. I mean, it was one of those things that I think it was starting to be a lost art a little bit. It was grandma baked, but you have so many people that are baking, and I think TikTok and those things have really helped with a lot of that. And you've got these little pop-up bakeries where people, sell on Facebook and out of their house, and there's so many great bakers out there that...
There are. So... Show off your talent. How do you sign up for that?
Sign up will be, you can just drop it off at the depot and sign up. And of course, there's no entry fee or anything like that. You're bringing a dessert.
And what time is that?
Why should you have to pay for it? You can drop off anytime after 4:00.
Okay.
And the judging is, I think, 5 or 5:30.
Okay. So somewhere
they have
between
about an
4
hour
and 5.
window to drop stuff off.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. And there will be people that are very, very happy to sample your goods.
Yes. Absolutely. Me, primarily. But it doesn't fit the diet, but it's one day, so
Exactly.
you throw it out the window.
Yeah, I got to judge the apple pie contest at the Apple Festival a few years in a row, and then I got fired somehow. I don't know how I got fired, but anyway.
Yeah, that's seems like a tough job to get fired from.
I know. But it was interesting. Let's just put it that way. That you would think apple pies would all be kind of the same.
So many variations.
There was one with ham and cheese and raisins in it.
I have seen that before, and it doesn't sound good to me. But, I mean, there's weird things that are good, I guess. So.
Especially when you don't know that it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like I know people that will eat apple pie with a slice of cheese.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
To
hey,
each their own.
You do you, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay, so dessert contest.
Dessert contest.
Do you win anything?
Small prizes.
Okay.
We put it out there for everybody, of course, and then we have a small monetary prize for the winners. It's more just to give people a chance to get out there and something to do. So.
Absolutely.
And then following that up, to continue on the dessert side of things, we have the Dairy Queen ice cream eating contest.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes. So Dairy Queen of Wellston is fantastic. They're great, and they supply us with endless amounts of ice cream. It's not endless, but they do give us a lot of ice cream.
It's not, there is an end.
Yeah, it's not quite the bottomless cup, but they help us out, and so they sponsor the ice cream eating contest, and that's open for anybody of any age, adults and children alike.
You know, we did that. So during the pandemic, when we didn't have the Apple Festival, we tried to recreate it here on Main Street TV. So we tried to do some of the events that people did during the Apple Festival, like in the studio. And one of them was the apple or the ice cream blizzard eating contest, I think, or something like that. And Kennedy Niddle was the little queen, so her dad Chad came in with her, and we were all trying to like eat this ice cream so fast. And he's just a little skinny feller, if you don't know Chad. And I look over, and we'd had like 2 bites, and his was gone. I'm like, so he's my ringer. If I had to bet on somebody, Chad Niddle it is.
You're bringing him in for the
he's my ringer. Yeah,
it takes skill because the whole brain freeze thing is real.
Like it is a thing.
Yeah,
I mean, we can all eat ice cream, like endless amounts of ice cream, but like doing it quickly is a whole other situation.
Yeah. And what we decided to do is, instead of just having a person continue to eat and eat and eat ice cream until they are done or vomit, I guess, it's timed.
It's timed.
So
Okay.
it's whoever can eat 2 cups of ice cream in the quickest amount of time. And it's entertaining, though, because
all the brain freeze.
The brain freeze starts kicking in, and people take off really quickly and then suddenly come to a halt.
I can't.
And people can tell you to like put your tongue to the top of your mouth and all these. No, it doesn't fix it quick enough.
No. It is. It's a thing.
Yes.
It is real.
The struggle is real.
The struggle
with
is
brain freeze.
definitely real.
Yes. So, but we do that, and it's always entertaining, especially with the little ones. The parents probably are not as excited about ice cream everywhere, but then you always get the one little cute one that just like, I don't care about time. It's ice cream, and they just sit there and just enjoy it. Yeah.
Shouldn't we all?
Exactly. They're like, suckers. I'm just enjoying ice cream.
I'm just eating ice cream.
Take the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's always fun, and that's what we found with all these little events, is just giving the kids something to do, and the enjoyment of watching them do crazy stuff is just makes it even better. So free entertainment.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so we have that goes on at 5:00.
Okay.
And again, sign up will be in the same area. And then we also have our Stars and Stripes auction.
Oh.
Yes. Traditionally we always called them Chinese auctions, and it's like it's the 4th of July, America.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's the Stars and Stripes auction now. So,
okay.
So it's a ticket auction, just like any other auction like that. So we'll have a really nice selection of things that have been donated by various organizations and businesses and members of the community. So everybody loves a good auction.
And then, so how that works? Like you just buy tickets and you put tickets in a bag, and then you just pull one out, right?
Yeah, each item has a bag lined out, and then you can go buy tickets individually, or I don't know what it is exactly, $5 for $5 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you take your tickets, and each item has a bag. You pop your ticket in there, and then you just draw each one like it's a giveaway. So.
Okay, and then so what are some of the prizes that you have for that?
Oh, we have a wide array of gift cards, and then we have some beauty products. We have toys, of course, various toys, because the kids love a good ticket auction. So we've got a nice selection of toys for that. We keep our Christmas in July auction, it's not really an auction, I guess. The bike giveaway is separate, so those tickets are free for the kids to put in for. They don't have to buy a ticket. We just want to do something nice to get some kids some bikes to ride, and the fire department's great to come in and help with that. So that's on its own, but then in the actual ticket one, just various beauty products, toys, gift cards, a couple different baskets that have been put together with various items in them.
So good stuff.
Yeah, and we'll start posting some of that stuff on our Facebook page in the next couple of days too, so people can see what's going to be there exactly.
And what is
so
the Facebook page?
If you go to the Wellston OHillCo Festival page, we dual post, and then we also have a Celebration of Our Nation Facebook page as well.
So either way.
Yeah, so we try to dual post each. It's all one thing when it comes down to it, so it's a lot easier that way.
And the proceeds, of course, of the point of these auctions is to raise some money.
Yeah, and we don't really do it to try to raise a ton of money. People think there's money in festivals and events, and for some people there are. I mean, vendors do okay usually, but when you're the organizational group, all you do is spend money the whole time. There's not a whole lot of money.
It all goes out.
Yeah, so all that just goes on to continue what we do throughout the year. A lot of it goes through that event. I mean, just a small one-day event, you end up. I mean, it's probably $25,000 or so by the time you buy fireworks and everything.
Sure.
So there's a lot of money there that has to go into it, and we have amazing support from our community. Between individuals as well as businesses, but it comes down to every little bit helps. So things like ticket auctions, which people love to do and enjoy the chance to win something.
It's win-win because it's like fun for people, but it also raises just a hair of money too.
And that's what allows us to be able to do the fireworks and the inflatables at no charge and all the things that we do. And the same thing with festival. We try to keep things as reasonable as possible. We keep our ticket prices as low as we can. And we take extra money and put towards that to keep those prices down. So all that money just goes back into event after event after event. So.
Yeah, and I just wanted to bring that up so that people understand, like, this stuff all costs a lot.
It's not going to throw in a cake or anything, that's for sure. It all goes right back into the events.
Yes.
And when we do 4 different events, and they just roll one into another.
5 with Summerween.
Yes, once we add Summerween, maybe we'll just do like Summer All Festival, and you can do Halloween, Christmas,
whatever you want.
Just tie it all in together.
Yeah, all the seasons.
Yeah, that might work. We might have to look at that.
The 4 Seasons Festival.
Maybe do it in the spring though.
Okay. We
got to spread things out a little bit.
There you go.
We're already summer, fall, and winter pretty full, so maybe we'll do it as a spring event if we're going to do it, But yeah, so any proceeds, which for this event are hardly any. That ticket event really is about it. We usually do a split the pot and some things like that throughout the day. But it all goes right back into the events that we do throughout the year. So.
Okay, very good. Yep. But it's fun for you, so participate.
Absolutely. Everybody likes a chance to win something.
And to get those tickets, I assume you just find a festival committee member or something?
Yeah, at the auction, which is done inside the depot, there's a table set up, and there'll be committee members and volunteers there all day, ready to accept your money for your chance to win.
They would be happy to take your money. Yes.
Absolutely. So exciting.
Yeah.
Lots of big things. And then we're doing a baby contest because everybody loves baby contests.
Oh my.
Yeah. Babies are typically pretty cute. Most of them.
I have several fears in this world. One of them is being asked to judge a baby contest. I want nothing to do with that because they are all so adorable.
Yes. And then you add on top of that putting them into costumes.
Yes.
And dressing them in specific outfits and costumes. It's almost unbearable.
Yes.
So,
I get it.
But everybody loves it.
Cuteness overload.
Yes. And I agree. I do not judge that. I want nothing to do with it.
Not a thing.
We work a lot with the other festivals in the state, and I got the chance to go and do the Little Miss contest at the pumpkin show a couple of times.
Okay.
Awful.
Again,
Awful.
Not okay.
No, it is not enjoyable. It's fun to see the kids enjoy it, but pumpkin show is pretty
Yeah.
large.
It's big.
Yeah, the pumpkin festival.
Yes.
It's not really a festival. You say festival, they freak out.
It's a show.
Yes, a very good a friend of mine is one of the committee members, and I call it the festival all the time just to mess with him. But they are very serious about their show up there in Round Town.
Why is festival bad, show good?
I don't know exactly. It's just always been the show, and they are a show, and
Okay.
so they
show.
are very, very specific to being a show.
Okay.
So, but I got the enjoyment of going up to do that one time, and it's wild because it's very large, and they do kids from every school in the area up there. So their Little Miss contest has like 160, 180 kids.
Like, how? There's no way to judge that.
No, and you can't. It's just literally they bring them up on stage. You watch how they carry themselves, how they're dressed, how they look. Do they stand really nicely? Are they doing things, jumping around? And you try to pick these kids based on.
Oh my God, that is a nightmare.
5 minutes of watching them on stage of how they carry themselves, and
a living nightmare.
yeah. It is. It's really, really tough.
Send him the map when you're done.
Okay, gotcha. Hi, Chris Henry.
But so a baby contest, I assume, is slightly smaller scale, but
Yes.
just as difficult. Because
yeah.
it's not like they're answering questions or.
Correct.
Yeah, they're
You're
just
going solely
standing there
off,
looking
off
cute.
of cuteness.
Yes.
And they're all cute.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like having a puppy contest. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like, no, it's not okay.
Put a dog in like a firework costume.
Yeah, right.
No, way too difficult. So we put that in the hands of more seasoned veterans.
Good.
Which is just anybody but me, basically.
Okay.
But baby contest at 5:30 is at the main stage, and there'll be a check-in point there. So people can either go to the Facebook or website to get the form.
Is there a theme for that? Like, because I know sometimes there's different themes.
We decided that sometimes the themes are just so difficult to figure out, or just the fact that when you have 50 kids and you decide one theme, you get a lot of similarities.
Okay.
So ours is just straight up as 4th of July, so patriotic.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, so just America, basically.
America.
And you get a really interesting selection because people all interpret that differently.
Sure.
So,
No, I love that.
So we like to just keep it a little more open, and it's a little less on parents, too. I mean, I don't know if you've had any of your kids do pageants or any of that stuff. It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that sounds terrible.
So there's already enough to do and enough to figure out. So trying to come up with a costume to a specific theme, and no. So we just try to keep it nice and easy for the parents. You're
Love it.
welcome, parents.
Good deal.
So if you just want to put them in a blue T-shirt, that's patriotic enough.
It's all good.
Yeah. Put a star on their chest, whatever. So
Forehead.
Yeah. Exactly.
Paint their
Star
hair. I
makeup.
don't know.
Yeah, stripes in their hair. So we just keep it simple, and it's just patriotic. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so the baby contest, and there's various age groups. If they look at the form, I think it's basically anything from 0 to 4 years old, maybe.
Okay.
But they can find that on the website or on the Facebook page, that form, and they can either send it in early or drop it off.
Okay.
Either one. Yep. And then that'll go on at 5:30, and then 6 o'clock we have our parade lineup starts, and then our parade takes off at 6:30.
And where's that?
It runs very similar to the festival. It changes just a little bit because with the inflatables they take up a lot
Okay.
of area, so they'll be in the streets for part of Railroad, which we typically go down. So the parade will go up Pennsylvania, and it will turn on Broadway, Broadway to Ohio, Ohio to First Street Street to Railroad, and then Railroad to 2nd Street. So it just takes a little detour from what it usually does
Okay.
to come back down through the park. So
And how do you participate in the parade?
if you want to participate in the parade, there is a online link that they
Okay.
can click on and just submit the basic information. Or if they don't get a chance to do that, show up that day,
Okay.
and we'll get them in it. 4th of July parade is just about having fun, and
Yeah.
who needs organization?
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
Just show
Put
up.
everybody in a line and take off down the street. That's give people a chance to enjoy the holiday. And everybody likes to get in a parade, and there's a lot of people that don't get to do it in life. So
Right?
yeah,
We could be a queen of whatever.
exactly. Yeah.
We'll
so
just make up something.
come out, be patriotic, and enjoy.
And
it.
wave.
Exactly, wave. You got to wave. Wow, I think she's done that before.
I was the 1990 Jackson County Fair horse queen. You didn't know that.
I did not. Surprising, too, because
Our viewers,
that's a pretty big,
it's
win.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Our viewers know because I somehow work that in about 3 times a week.
Especially around fair time.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fair time again.
Hey, listen.
I don't know if you guys realize or not, but I was the horse
But
queen.
I was the 1990 Jackson County Fair horse queen. And do you know what that means? Other than having my picture in the like fair building.
Do you get free entry for life? Do you really?
Yes. It's a thing.
Should have tried it out. I didn't even realize that.
I know. Yeah. It's a thing. I technically get into the fair free for life. Yep.
Totally worth the time.
And if they don't believe me, I'll say, go look at my picture. It's in the building. And they'll say, we don't have a horse queen. And I'll say, 1990 you did.
You used to. Does there come a point where you drop the year, though?
I mean, no.
I'm a past
because
horse
it's so
queen.
ridiculous that if I don't say 1990, it's just,
You've gotta
you got to just add the
more to it to
ridiculousness
make it.
Yeah. Because it makes it sound even worse
I can see that.
than what it already
Because
is.
some people would probably go horse queen, seriously.
Yeah. I say 1990.
So the more details you
This
add.
girl. Yes.
I get that.
Specific. I do still have my tiara that my mom found that is still on my cowboy hat. It was a
special one that
yes,
fits a cowboy
it
hat?
goes around your hat. Yes. Correct.
Do you have to wear that to get in? That's like your pass?
Should have to.
You should.
Don't tell people that.
I
should,
I've got
yes.
connections at the fair board.
And evidently my head has grown because the hat does not fit me anymore. But in 1990, I was a bit, shall we say, smaller than I am now.
Age does that.
Yeah. Anywho.
Probably just a change of hairstyle.
Yeah,
Just go
maybe.
with
That's it.
Yeah.
My hair's just, I just have more hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hair's so much more fuller. That's what it is.
All right, but we digress.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's see. Baby
Parade.
contest, 5:30.
Parade. Yep.
Parade, 6 o'clock lineup at the old high school lot at 6th and Penn.
Okay.
And then the parade takes off at 6:30. And then the parade goes for as long as the parade goes. And then we kick off the Independence party at 7:30.
And you have to go because
You do.
Aaron named it, and it's
Exactly.
really a good name.
I thought it was pretty good. I even, in our schedule, it's even capitalized. Independence.
Killed it.
I thought so.
Killed it.
Creativeness.
Yes.
If anybody's looking to hire a marketing person,
This guy right here. Because he has nothing else to do.
because I have tons of extra time right now.
Okay, so that's just what, a dance in the park?
Yeah,
Like
it's just a dance in the
DJ?
park. We have a DJ, so we'll have lights and all of that, and we just have the DJ music and all of the great dancing lights, and give the kids just a chance to dance and enjoy themselves.
Love
And,
that.
the DJ.
Family friendly.
It is very family friendly, and we'll probably have some glow sticks and
Yeah.
stuff to hand out to the kids so they can enjoy their evening, and it's sort of that build up prep for the big events, which is the fireworks.
Of course.
So the Independence Party will go from 7:30 to 9:30 ish.
Okay.
However long it takes it as a party. So
I mean, it is. You
It'll-
can't put time on a party.
yeah, it might go through the fireworks. You just don't know.
You can
Party's
watch
just-
fireworks and dance.
Absolutely. And we'll have a wonderful music done by the radio during the fireworks, I'm sure. So it'll just continue the party throughout that.
So, where are the best viewing areas in Wellston for the fireworks? Now, obviously, I assume in the park.
The park area
Is great.
Yeah, is a good place to see it typically.
Okay.
A lot of people like the old Pants Factory or the old Pants Factory lot. Part of it can be used because the fireworks has a certain distance you have to be out from it, of course. So it's done from down towards the football field. So it takes into that lot a little bit. But then the empty lot across the way, across from Piggly Wiggly and beside the Family Dollar.
Yes, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
one of the primary viewing points that
You can
people
kinda
like to
like
go
just
to.
drive in there
Nice
and
big open
hang out.
field.
Yeah.
Plenty of room to park. Please pick up after yourselves when you're
Yes.
done. We do appreciate that.
Don't be uncouth.
No. But that's probably one of the best spots to really be able to see it.
And those fireworks will kick off, what, around the 10 o'clock
Right around
hour?
the 10 o'clock hour, yeah. Yeah, we base it on, we like to say 10 o'clock, but, everything comes into play, weather, wind, darkness. And
Yeah.
it stays
Stays
light for
pretty-
so long now. But usually around that 10 o'clock mark, you get that nice final darkness. And so it'll be in the 10 o'clock
Okay,
range.
around that. Keep the kids up.
Absolutely.
They'll still be dancing.
Plenty to enjoy. Plenty to keep them busy and keep them running around.
Road closures.
Road closures. So during the parade, obviously, there'll be more closures and everything along the parade route. So
Okay.
if you're trying to come through town around the 6 to 7 o'clock range, you might as well avoid Pennsylvania Avenue and Broadway. But outside of that, the only road closure that we really have is Railroad Avenue in between 2nd and Broadway,
Okay.
where the event is actually going on. And then about 2 hours before the fireworks, they shut down that chunk of 2nd Street in between basically Railroad and Michigan.
Okay.
And that's just for the safety because of the fireworks. And
Yes.
also, there's a lot of people that move back and forth and find their spot in that area. So that area will be shut down for around the 2 hour period, from my understanding, what law enforcement's going to do before fireworks. So 8 to
Okay.
10 or so, 2nd Street will be shut down
All
in
right.
the area as well.
Great thing is, Wellston's kind of like Jackson, set up in a grid, so
Yeah.
you can always just go down one street and
It's
go
not,
over.
it's not
or
too
whatever.
hard to find your way around it. And but avoid those areas.
Okay.
And that should be pretty easy to do. So
Now, will there be like food vendors and stuff like that?
we will.
down there?
Obviously, it's it's a 1 day event, so we don't go crazy and bring in 30 different places. But there's 5 or 6 different places that'll be in. We'll have corn dogs and elephant ears and all the staples.
Yes.
That will be there. And then we've got I think 16 or 17 vendors that'll be set up through the park selling all kinds of
Okay.
wonderful handmade stuff. And
Awesome.
God knows what people sell
Listen,
everything.
there's something for everybody.
There is.
And it's this coming Saturday in downtown Wellston.
Yes.
Be there.
Absolutely.
Bring your sweets
Excited to have everybody.
and your babies.
And the fireworks are going to be fantastic.
Yes.
Garrett and American Fireworks do such an awesome job. I think they're doing Jackson now also.
Mm-hmm.
But they just do, their show is always ridiculous.
And you guys always have that big, what's that called?
The fire bombs, that's what we call them.
Yes, and people think that something's gone awry.
Yes, yes.
it's on purpose.
Immediately
folks.
you go to Facebook and it's always, I think something went wrong.
Something
Is everybody
went wrong.
okay? And no, it is designed, those are just giants flaming.
Yes,
balls.
it is intentional.
Yeah, it is intentional. And I'm hearing from Garrett that he's got a few new things in store this year that he thinks is going to make the show even better. So,
Cool.
Yeah, so we're excited. And Garrett's a hometown boy.
Yep.
He's from Wellston. And they do such an awesome job. And that company is so easy to deal with. They've been great. So
I'm just going to tell you, anybody that messes around with fireworks, God bless you, because y'all have lost your minds.
it takes a different
terrifying.
person. Yeah. Yeah. We had a group of us that used to help out with a couple of different companies, and it's exciting, but it's different.
I'll pass.
Yeah, it's not the best place to see them either, believe it or not.
Right.
You're so close to them that you really don't get to enjoy
Yeah.
anything. But
That makes
and they do a lot more of it now by electronics. So they have a firing board, but they still hand light a ton of the fireworks.
Oh, my.
Generally, probably I don't know. It looks like half the show or so is probably hand lit. So you got a guy just going around with a flare, with a 3-4 inch firework.
A very
shooting inches
brave
from
soul.
Them. Yeah. Yeah, so it takes somebody who really knows what they're doing. And
Yes.
when you see those accidents, which amazingly we really see very few,
Sure.
considering the amount of fireworks done on
Yeah,
the 4th of
right.
July weekend especially. But it's one of those things that's so easy to happen when you don't have those guys that know what they're doing. So finding those good companies like Garrett and American just is important.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they do a great job. They're so safety-minded, safety-oriented. Everything they do is just so on par. And then, of course, we have the local fire departments have to come in and
Sure.
inspect and do sign-off. So the protections are in place, and when you got a great company that you can trust, it makes it even better. So,
You got it.
and their shows are top-notch.
Very good.
Top-notch show.
And Wellston's will be this coming Saturday.
It
so
will be.
Come
We're
on
excited.
out.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing what you do.
Oh, no.
Because, it's not easy being on a committee and having to put these things on. And you probably don't get thanked enough. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate that, and we've got a great little committee. We're not a big group. There's about 8 or 10 of us that do all the events, and we get help from outside people. Like I said, all the organizations do a pretty good job working together in Wellston. So there's always that helping hand that's offered, especially, and the people that put their time in, all the people on the HillCo committee just so dedicated. don't get to enjoy any of the festivities,
Right,
Because they're so
'cause you're
busy
working.
doing them themselves. Yeah. So, so when you look at all of the events that we do get to have around Wellston, those people don't. So, it's more about just making sure that there's something there for the community. So
You got it.
and they're happy and content with that. So.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Aaron.
you're
we
very welcome.
appreciate
Thanks
you
for having
coming in, and this has been wonderful and always fun to catch up with you and what you all have been up to. So, get to Wellston this coming Saturday, starting around the 4:00 hour or so, and stuff all day after that up until those great fireworks. So. We'll see you there. How's
to
that?
see everybody there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I tell you what, our good friend Pete Wilson is in the house. So we have another message or 2 or 7, and then we'll be back with Pete.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Gallipolis Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Pete Wilson. And I told you his people called my people.
Yeah, how about that?
Look, we match.
That's right, production values.
Yes.
Tell you, we are getting really synchronized. All right, and speaking of synchronization, first of all, I want to put out a promo for our radio friends on
Yes.
the Total Media side, because we're going to be all over the place.
Everywhere, yes.
Doing the music with the fireworks, kind of jazzes it up. Right there at the scene of the fireworks, we'll be broadcasting with remote broadcasts. Most of them, I think, are 2 hours, and of course the climax with the fireworks displays. But so wherever you are in the area, I mean, beyond even our local area, Total Media will be there. Just turn on to the correct channel and you'll to the correct station, the correct frequency. And you'll be in business, and of course you can get that on the radio, on the app, on the phone, etc. It's so easy to do, and will enhance your experience. Got to go really quickly through some of the things we haven't talked about, Jennifer, because there is so much. I know Aaron
Yes.
took care of Wellston for me,
Yes,
so
he
I
did. Yeah,
appreciate that. So, once again, real quickly, tonight we have the Freedom Fest at Jackson, with the parade and fireworks being the main thing. The sidewalk market will be, some of the sidewalk market at least will be in the park, as well as downtown, be kind of split up a little bit. And the sidewalk market folks announced yesterday, they always do, put their vendor fees and some of the other things they collect. They put everything back into what they do.
Yes, they do.
But they always try to support some worthy cause. And have they picked a great one this time? The Jackson Fireworks.
Love that.
Because a lot of, the Jackson Fireworks, the Firefighters Association does get city tourism money, which helps a lot. But they also count on a lot of private donations for 2 fireworks displays. Because in addition to tonight, there's the one after the Christmas parade in December.
Which is awesome.
But the sidewalk market is going to donate their vendor fees and the money they make, the money they collect tonight for the sidewalk market to the Jackson Firefighters Association. And they urge the public to do the same. I think there'll be opportunities for people to make donations there at the park, I presume. So you can also make donations to the Firefighters Association through their Facebook page, and they have a post office box on there and so forth. Remember, these things just don't happen. They're expensive. We've thrown around some figures.
Oh.
Wellston, $15,500.
Yep.
Everything from $10,000 on up for about 20 minutes of fun.
It's a lot.
It is expensive. Okay, the OHillCo Athletic Boosters starts off tonight. They'll have a parade and some activities tonight, and then they also go tomorrow. A bunch of activities all day, and they climax, of course, with the fireworks about 10 o'clock. Down there at the old high school grounds.
Are there fireworks tonight or tomorrow?
It's tomorrow night.
Okay, so literally you
On
have
July
Jackson
the 4th.
tonight, Oak Hill
It's
Friday, and then Wellston Saturday.
Right. Okay. We'll line them up for you in case you're a fireworks fan. Jackson tonight. Tomorrow night it will be Oak Hill. Saturday night it will be Benton County, and Saturday night it will be Wellston.
Okay.
All right. Okay. On the Benton County Athletic Boosters, they have the longest celebration, if you're talking about number of days, a 3-day celebration. Starts Friday, goes through Sunday. Friday, one of the big things will be a downtown parade. Saturday, they'll have the Miss Benton County contest. They've done that 69 years now. That's at 6 p.m. at Benton County High School.
Wow.
There'll be a fireworks display at 10 o'clock. And then on the final day on Sunday, it's called Kids Day. A lot of activity for kids there at the old football field there in MacArthur off High Street. And they will also have the Little Miss Benton County contest about 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon. That'll be the last thing. And of course, we have all this online, and we've had it in the paper as well. I do want to go over the girls that are running for Miss Benton County. If you're ready over there, Adrian, are you ready? Okay, I'll give the name and you put it up. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, Daisy Carr. All these young ladies are the 7 candidates for Miss Benton County. Give you a little preview of who's going to be in that pageant. Claire Isabella Graves, Emma Joy Leeming, Allison Danielle Champion, Jana Jamalee Marie Murphy, Zoe Nichols, and Allie Grace Murphy. All right, well, there they are. Now, is that going to be tough for the judges?
It will be,
honestly?
yes.
Right, okay.
Kitties.
All right, and on the Little Miss, which is on Saturday, we're not going to show you their pictures, but there's 9 of them, so some good contests going up. Don't forget about the parade in Wilkesville. That's on the 4th of July. It's the hometown parade. Starts at 11 o'clock. The theme is Born in the USA. Constance White kind of pulls that together. She is a Wilkesville resident, from a multi-generational family there, does a lot in the village. And that parade, I guarantee you, will be worth seeing. That's 11 o'clock and on Friday the 4th, and there'll be activities afterwards. They do a lunch there at the community center and so forth. Some other related activities for the 4th of July. The American Legion Post 371 in Wellston is doing a chicken fry. It's on the 4th of July, not on the celebration of our Nation Day. It's on 4th of July, so you get a grilled chicken and a meal to go with it for only $7. Chicken, potato salad, baked beans, and coleslaw. Oh, if you get the whole meal, it's $14. If you get the half a chicken, it's $7.
Okay.
Pretty good deal. You know that.
Yeah.
So that's at the Legion Post. That's open to the public, just not Legion members. Also, in Jackson, of course, there's the Freedom Fest 5K run that the Chamber does 9 a.m. on the 4th of July morning. Not the same day as the other Jackson activities, but on the 4th of July. Also, the Wellston Lions Club has let us know that they're going to have extended hours for their food booth. They do the fish sandwiches and the veal sandwiches, the gem beverages and French fries. They will be operating on Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and then on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. They've started about 6 weeks ago, and they usually operate every weekend, but they've extended the hours because they expect more activity.
Okay.
And by the way, did we mention that the weather forecast is just heavenly?
It's looking good.
All the way through Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. So some other things to tell you.
For once. Wasn't it last year that they had to cancel or postpone or something?
We had
it was awful.
Yeah, we had the postponement of the fireworks in Jackson, I think, that night. The storm moved in and whatever. It's just...
it was awful.
As we know, we can't control the weather, but by golly, it looks like it's going to cooperate this time. don't forget that tomorrow, it's Friday, but it is the 4th of July, so most governmental offices will be closed.
Yep.
The Vinton County Board of Education announced that they're going to have a special meeting on Monday, July the 7th. It's going to be pretty important. They're going to hire some personnel. We'll find out later who that is. They're also going to go into executive session on some important matters, and they may be taking action afterwards. So we'll certainly be following up on that.
Okay.
Very important highway project coming up, Jennifer. Of course, we know about the State Route 93 project where, the locals have to work around that a little bit. It's there on State Route 93 between Jackson and Oak Hill in the section between Clay Banner Road and Sternberger Road. And so you can all go down Franklin Valley Road, hit Canberra Road and Sternberger. There are a couple different ways to work around that depending on which direction you're going. The official state detour is much more convoluted a little bit to the big trucks and so forth. And there is not a solid date for when that'll be done. There was an unofficial date that was circulating that said July the 3rd, which of course is today. But the latest thing I saw says summer 2025. So I guess that's
a broad statement.
That's a culvert replacement project. Okay, another one that we want to tell you about. This is coming, and this is going to close a state highway, or at least a section of it. It's going to be on State Route 139, south of Jackson. It will start on Monday, according to ODOT District 9. It will be between Red Brush Road and Horton Sisters Road, so that will be down in Hamilton Township territory a little bit. Once again, it will start on Monday. That section will be closed. It's not one-lane traffic or restricted. It'll be closed for the duration of the project. Traffic will be detoured via State Route 32 to State Route 93 to State Route 279, or if you know the county and township roads, maybe there's a better, shorter way. This one, they have given a scheduled completion date. It's July the 21st. So you're talking about a 2-week closure there.
Okay.
But if you're heading south and you're using 139, be aware.
Okay.
Also, they are continuing the resurfacing project out on 35 on the far east end of the county. So like if you're heading towards Gallipolis, this is between the Gallia County line and Orpheus Road, which is pretty well out there in Bloomfield Township. That project began a couple weeks ago. And it did not close the road, but one lane will be maintained in both directions. So they probably working in both the eastbound and westbound lanes, maybe not at the same time, but either direction, one or both, you're going to run into restricted one-lane traffic. All right, so we have to see what else we have time for here real quick. The Jackson County Fair will start a week from this weekend, believe it or not. We are almost there.
I know, it's crazy.
A lot of the opening activities will take place on that Sunday, a week from Sunday. The opening ceremonies, the general project judging, some of the opening announcements, the crowning of the new queen in court. We know who they are, they just haven't been officially crowned, so we'll have that formal, those formalities taking place. And then, of course, the Vinton County Fair following on the Jackson County Fair's heels just a week later. But there's actually going to be some activities this weekend. It's not official fair activities because it's not Fair Week, but it has to do with the fair. In case you're interested, there'll be a skillathon at the fairgrounds this Sunday, July 6th from 12 to 4 p.m., and a carcass contest live show at 6 p.m. Admission is free. You don't have to pay, but those two things are going on, a skillathon contest and a carcass contest. There's also going to be a dog show that is going to take place later in the week, but before everything kicks off the next weekend. I think they're going to do that out at the Extension office. That will be Thursday, July the 10th at 6 p.m. The 4-H dog show. And that is an official fair event. It's just not on the official fair schedule. All right. So we'll be getting into fair coverage about the same time that we're covering the 4th of July things, or getting them in the paper at least. All right. So we want to remind you the paper will be out at the regular time as far as our subscribers go, our mailed subscribers, which is how we get our paid subscribers delivered. There is no mail on the 4th. We're having to publish our paper actually a day early. It's going to be published tonight because the 4th of July, our printer is closed, like a lot of folks are. So the paper will be printed tonight, but will be circulated to our subscribers in the mail on Saturday, and that's per normal. However, because our paper will be printed tonight, it will actually be circulating like in the stores and in the newspaper boxes late tonight and early tomorrow morning. So, if you see the Saturday paper on Friday, it's a little confusing, but that's why.
Hey, that's why.
So,
holidays do it to you.
So our crew will be out at all the 4th of July activities. We won't be at every activity, but we'll be at each place some.
Okay.
And we'll stretch and we'll have a good time.
Very
we'll have a
good
good time with great weather, and we urge everybody to get out there. And as you made the point when you were talking to Mr. Dupree, please thank these people that put it on. I mean, it isn't like, they hire some outfit or public relations group to come in and do this. It's not like there's a big corporate sponsors for these things either. It's local people that are donating their time. You heard Aaron say, it's kind of like 8 or 10 people that do all this.
Yes.
And so, they need to be thanked and they need to be appreciated. Jackson Firefighters Association, mainly in Jackson, Oak Hill Athletic Boosters in Oak Hill, the Vinton County Athletic Boosters in Vinton County, the OHillCo Society in Wellston, and just, I think, some community people in the fire department is involved in Wilkesville.
You got it.
All right.
All right. Well, Pete, thank you so much for coming in. And we will not be here tomorrow because of the 4th. And so just wanted to give you all a heads up on that. And so have a great weekend. Be very, very safe. And enjoy your time, enjoy the weather, and we'll see you right back here on Monday. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.